Warning: the following content was produced from an exotical perspective and may cause irritation and feelings of triggerness in individuals with closed minds, hating as monitoring spirits, inferiority complexes, or hotep tendencies. RDBG is not responsible for any emotional dysregulation or crash outs that may occur as a result of watching this video. Viewer discretion advised. Hey everybody, hope your day is going well. Let's hop right in. So, I was randomly watching a balloon pop video and happened to come across something I thought was quite interesting. I'm sure most people get the gist of the show. You have a single contestant stand in front of a lineup of eligible singles, and if they don't like you, they pop the balloon. Then they have to explain why, and then the contestant says whether the person in the lineup is their type or whatever. So I'm watching this, and something interesting happens when this young lady, picture here from her Instagram, comes on as a contestant. And you'll see if you haven't already, she explains that she's a nurse, etc., and she does her whole spiel. But what stuck out to me is, based on how this woman expressed her preferences, I pegged her as a featurist and a colorist. Actually, a ethnocentric featurist and colorist. But when I looked down in the comments, I literally scrolled for like 10 minutes and didn't see shit calling her out. So you're going to watch this and y'all can tell me if I'm stretching or not. But I'm pretty sure I'm not. And then we're going to talk about why unambiguous Black women seem to think they're the only people who can have preferences. All right, so the video.
What's your name?
Imani.
Imani, how old are you?
I'm 26.
26, and what do you do?
I'm a travel nurse, travel RN.
Okay, nice. And what do you look for in a man?
I'm looking for somebody who is... I'm looking for a dominant man.
Okay.
Yeah, someone who's masculine and can fit my submissiveness.
Okay. And so we did get some balloons popped here, so let's go over to some of these guys and see what's going on. All right, we'll start right on over here. Your name and your age and why you ended up popping.
My name is David, and I'm 34. Just the attraction, and also, I just feel like there's a lot of puppets that you can make with your hand. I don't know, it's just kind of like the gloves make it like, looks like you're doing shadows or puppets.
Sir, shut the fuck up. Come on.
Or something like that, so it just kind of threw me off.
Understood.
All right, now, is he your type?
No.
Okay, and why not?
Same thing with the attraction. I guess it's just like the physical, like the face.
Girl, just say he too little with that egghead with that knot on it like that.
Not that he's handsome, for sure.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. But just not the attraction.
Okay, all right, cool, thank you. Let's go on over here. If we can have your name, age, and why you ended up popping.
My name is Obi. I'm 30 years old, and I popped because I heard travel RNs. You know what I mean?
You don't like nurses?
I mean, nurses, they get the bag and all, but you traveling, so
okay,
you know what I mean. They just like flight attendant to me. You know what I mean? They just too out
All
and
over the
about.
place, yeah.
Yeah, they on the apps. You know what I mean? They trying to meet people everywhere they go and all that shit. So
Okay, understood.
yeah.
Okay, so you're saying travel RNs have a bad rep, that's why you ended up popping?
Yeah, I used to mess with one, and it was that kind of time. Just kind of all over the place. So just reminiscent of that. I can't do that.
Understood.
But she beautiful though. You know what I mean? I like her skin tone. She got, she look like she thick. You know what I mean? She's my type for her.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and now is Obi your type?
He's cute.
Okay, nice. So if you were to approach you, go for that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right, cool. Thank you.
Okay, noted. Obi is her type. Peep Obi's phenotype. I did think it was weird that he said he likes her skin tone. And I know, like, in general, that might not be weird. But, like, I guess for me, putting so much emphasis on her skin tone, like, he thinks he almost should feel like her skin is unattractive. It's giving pretty for a dark skin girl to me. Like, that's basically what he said. I guess that's why it bothered me, because that's basically what he said. Obviously, I make skin tone distinctions since I speak on these topics on YouTube, but I never would make that distinction in person. And I've heard people do that. Like, they're like, oh, she's pretty for a little chocolate girl. Like, just call her a pretty girl. Like, why are you doing it? Like, I guess for me, it's just indicative of internalized colorism. I just noticed a trend where people who feel the need to virtue signal when it comes to dark skinned people are the biggest perps of isms. We see internalized colorists doing this shit on social media every day, literally. Anyway, but noted. Obi is her type.
So on over to our next guy. If we can have your name and how old you are and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name's Eric, I'm 38 years old. And it's the same thing, I just like to have someone who stands out, and I like to wear black, and I think that it would be weird to just have two people walking around wearing black.
I do wear black a lot, so yeah, that's understandable.
It seems like it. Like, I like it, obviously, but I also like my partner to stand out, so that there's a balance, you know?
That's funny because I was going to wear a color dress because of that exact reason. So you're right, I do agree with you.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Okay.
It does.
And now, is he your type?
No, mainly because of the dreads. I am not a dread, or locks, not dreads. Not a lock guy.
Thanks for correcting yourself.
Yeah, of course, because your locks are neat.
Okay. Okay, so just the hairs for you to know.
What
Just a
is
reminder.
it about locks, though, specifically?
An X reminder.
It's an X,
That's
yeah,
all.
see?
It really is.
Yeah, people who, I didn't hurt you, I didn't do anything.
No, you didn't. You didn't. It's just a reminder.
Right. Sure, that's fair.
All right, thank you. If we
I'm going to tell you right now, That I don't like locks shit is a motherfucking lie. I'm calling bullshit right now. And I'll tell you why later. But that I need my partner to stand out. Be so for real, sir. You mean you like the contrast of lighter skin next to your own skin. He meant he don't like his partner wearing black skin, not black clothes. All I saw was two co-colorists tiptoeing around the fact of them not wanting to say that they both prefer lighter skinned people and not people their own tone. Okay, next.
You can have your name, age, and why you ended up popping.
My name is Denzel, and I'm 30. The reason why I popped is I just the connection wasn't there for me. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. What do you mean by connection?
When you just walked out, I just didn't feel that connection between us. Like I don't know, I just know what I know. You know what I mean? So, and it could be because of all black too, because I like wearing all black. So once you said that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna add that to the list. But yeah, but you're a beautiful young woman. You know what I mean? So I like your fit and everything. So it's just, you know.
Okay. Now, is Denzel someone that's your type?
Maybe for a one-night stand, but not like or anything. But he's a handsome man, of course. All these men are handsome. So that's going to be a dominant response.
Okay, so why just for a one-night stand?
Just not, I don't see anything as a long-term. He looks kind of older. May I ask your age?
Ask me anything. I'm 30.
30?
Yeah.
Oh, no offense, you don't look 30.
Okay, thank you.
No shade or anything like that, honestly. But yeah, that's just it. He just looks a little older than what I would, yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go to our next guy.
Okay, so far, we don't even want to count the first dude. He don't count. But we got Obi is her type. Okay, so let's say brown skin. I remember from another contestant, the dude with the locks said he was Nigerian. So the Nigerian isn't her type, supposedly because of his locks. Okay, then we got this 30-year-old dude, another brown skin that's her type, you know, because she one night stand with them. Let's move on.
If we can have your name, age, and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Joe, my age is 37, and she started talking about submissive and dominant. That's some game right there. I've been in the Bay for 2 years. I've been knowing, you know what I'm saying, some game. That's game right there.
A woman wanting a submissive woman wanting a dominant?
You don't say it. You just feel the energy. So
No,
when you came out, I felt your feminine energy. I was like, damn, she got the soft voice and all that. But then when you said that, I'm like, oh, it's game.
I think I said it because that's really what I am looking for, because that's really how I am.
I just scope it out and I just see it. But you my type, you my speed. I like everything.
Thank you.
Town on you. But when you said that, I can't do it. Because now you pocket watching. That's what I think. That's what I think you pocket watching.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
So if a woman really, so you're looking for someone who is, or you would want somebody who is feminine?
I'm just vibing.
Okay, so if somebody really does tell you, hey, I'm feminine, like this is really how I am.
I don't need you to tell me that.
I know, but I mean, she asked the question, so like this is the person I am.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I feel the energy. So if you feminine, you always feminine. And I'm gonna always feel that feminine energy. Just like if I'm feminine, you gonna feel my feminine energy.
Baby, we can feel it already. Just as sassy and combative as you want to be.
Energy. But if I'm
I would
masculine,
see it.
I'm looking you in your eyes, and I'm saying, what's up with you tonight? I'm trying to take you out. You gonna feel it.
Okay.
You don't need what's understood don't need to be said. So, but you my speed as far as looks. But when you said that, I was like, her mind is different, and I don't know. It's too calculated.
No, because I mean, honestly, if I may respond, if a man is looking for somebody who is feminine, I mean, I have no problem saying that I am feminine because I really am. I really am looking for a dominant man because I am soft, sensual, feminine, submissive.
I'll never say that I'm dominant. I'll never say that I'm alpha. I'll never say that I'm masculine. But
Yeah.
when you're in my presence, you're gonna feel protected. You're gonna feel provided for. All that shit.
I know.
You
I
feel
mean,
all that.
she asked me, so I'm just like, this is the type of man that I would want. A man would know. Oh yeah, I'm that. I don't have to prove it.
So we can
but I
agree
just
to
point out.
disagree.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I just point out.
Thank you.
That's what I want.
Mind you, this is why I think she's lying about not liking locks. She just didn't like him on her deep cocoa cousin in the back. Because who gonna go back and forth about femininity with the nigga they're not supposedly attracted to for this long? He has locks. That means this should have been a quick exchange because you should have been counted out instantly like, oh yeah, you got locks, never mind. Wrong. He fits phenotype. And based on the other dudes she liked in the lineup, he still fits the bill with the brown skin. Are we seeing a trend yet? Okay, let's keep going.
If we can have your name, your age, and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name's Josh. I'm 37. She just reminds me of an ex.
Oh, really? Can you describe her if you don't mind?
That ex is actually a nurse, a traveling nurse too. So I was like, oh hell no.
First of all, some of these motherfuckers are lying. They just don't want to come off as colorists. Do y'all know how bad travel nurses be? Like, look at her. She's very pretty. I know she's on here for clout, pretending that she wants these geriatric baby daddies. But travel nurses, the ones I know, are off getting wined and dined by ball players, pilots, money men, right? Like, somebody lying on travel nurses. Some of these mothers lying on them travel nurses.
If I could have popped twice, I would have popped twice. But
Understood.
I mean, it's that simple.
The nurses are not getting love today. No, it's okay.
That was
It's
like the
okay.
most stress I ever had in my life, and I'll never do it again. So I don't mess with nurses.
I understand.
So why was it stressful?
Just there was a lot going on, and then you know what I mean, like the whole thing of she would say take little digs at me when she got mad.
Oh, I thought the traveling part was
Yeah,
stressful.
talk about like I don't know, I might have to get up on something else when I'm out of town and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, well, shit.
That's not the type of girl I am.
Do you, because I'm not done with that no more.
Okay, and now is he your type?
No, just he just looks older. Oh, may I ask your age?
I'm 37.
Okay, yeah, he just looks older than his age. Unless that's in a... Maybe the gray hair.
That's a birthday.
No, but no, it's really the eyes, maybe.
Okay.
Like I said, these are all handsome men.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so he might have been her type if he didn't look tired, but she's been honest about not liking older looking men. Moving on.
Okay, if we can have your name, age, and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Miko Patron. I popped my balloon because just the black, like what is the
Should've
style?
another
I want
color.
to see different color. I want to see the style, like different color. I want to see the fashion on her.
Okay.
She's a very beautiful woman. I love a strong woman, independent. Remind me of my mother. I love that type of woman. But at the same time, I'm a strong man as well. I want a strong woman to match my type.
Okay.
But just the fashion. That's it. Everything else is there. Just the style.
Okay. All right, now, is he your type?
No.
Okay, why not?
May I ask where are you from?
Yeah, right. I'm from South Sudan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm African, but honestly, I like Americanized African men. He's just a little too African. Not in any insulting way, honestly.
I'm not, if you know me. You'd be surprised.
That's acceptable.
Not at all.
So what made you say he's too African?
I think the strong facial features, yeah.
Okay.
Nigga, what? Diabolical. A light skin would never survive saying some shit like this. Y'all, my jaw was on the floor and it just shocked me the same amount this time when I heard that girl say that shit. Cause not her trying to cover up her futurism with ethnocentrism. She's like, I don't know about Sudanese culture. I know I'm African, but that's a little too African. Actually, no, I'm pretty assimilated outside of my accent. Well, okay, damn, you got some ugly ass Negroid features. Like, that's insane. Like, the fuck do you mean Americanized Africans? Okay, so no, we know what you mean. You like men that look more admixed. But based on the fact that she just deliberately said she doesn't like features that are too African, while being African, has to be some of the most organic hierarchy thinking and featureism I've ever seen. Straight from the motherfucking motherland. Because she definitely has unambiguous features. I guess she said at least hers aren't quote unquote too African. Y'all, this shit is crazy to me.
Okay. And which part of Africa are you from?
I'm half Kenyan, half Ghanaian, so I'm like east and west.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. If we can have your name, age, and why you ended up popping.
I'm Sean. I'm 32. I popped one because of the traveling nurse. I did hospice for.
You guys still like nurses.
No, I did hospice for 4 to 5 years, and I just don't. I'm done with that. You know, it came with a lot of pain and seeing people pass. I didn't really
Understood,
like it.
yes.
And then second, you remind me of somebody that I knew from my childhood. She's beautiful and she's very successful, but I appreciate that relationship, and I wouldn't want to compare that.
I don't feel like you would have to. I mean, if it's childhood, I wouldn't feel like you would have to compare that.
Well, I know her now. It's just when
Okay.
I see you, I see her.
Okay.
And it's just simple as that.
Okay. And now, does he fall into something that's your type?
One night stand, probably, yes.
God. Okay. And why with this one night stand as well?
Honestly, I don't know him personally. Like, we haven't had that in-depth talk. But probably if we did, then, okay, my mind would change. But off of first base, no. I think it would just be like a hookup. And, yes, I do like guys who are at least a couple of inches taller than me when I wear heels. Okay. Especially 6-inch heels. These aren't 6 inches, but, like, I do like wearing 6 inches.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So let's head back on over here. That is, unfortunately, all of the balloons popped. We weren't able to find your
No
match
one likes
today.
nurses, and that is understandable.
But thank you so much for coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for her, man.
Okay, so we got another brown skin one night stand. Now, do you see the pattern? Or is it just happenstance that she doesn't find the men who mirror her the most attractive? I think not. Because she stood there being hella featurist, and I'm going to assume, based on the trend, colorist as well. So, why is it that she can be so shameless in her ismist ideals? And why is no one calling this shit out in the comments when I looked? Like I said, in my Black Women Are Features video, God forbid you inherit a distinctly ethnic looking nose. They're going to call you ugly as soon as they can. When she acknowledged her featurist preference, everything is hunky-dory. But if her male equivalent had done the same, there 1000% would be a call out. Shit, an MLS woman couldn't even dream of saying some shit like that. Matter of fact, We can't even like MLS men without being called colorist. Can't like non-black men without being called a self-hater who wants to breed out her admixture. And can't even like unambiguous black men without being called a pick-me preference. And no one gives a fuck how others feel, but unambiguous black women don't get these labels for having preferences in their mates. Not even clearly bigoted preferences. I've never heard a dark-skinned couple be told they look like cousins. And she was so shameless about expressing her dislike for African features, but I think that's a part of the petty privilege I speak of. It's like, even though I'm gorgeous, I'm still viewed as the bottom, so I still get to abuse people scot-free. It's supposedly okay because it's punching up, but realistically, they don't just punch up. Clearly, they're swinging on motherfuckers in their vicinity as well. And that's really my issue with people not calling it out, because they're letting blatant bigotry slide because of the possibility the bigot might experience bigotry at the hands of other people. Like, they think even possibly being victimized earns you the right to be an offender. It's weird as hell. That is, unless you're an MLS person. In that case, you have to agree to be a perpetual punching bag to accommodate their internalized feelings about your position on an imaginary hierarchy they can't, well, won't let go of. All of this while still victimizing you and humbling you, almost to prove to the MLS person they're targeting that there is no hierarchy, or at least they don't abide by it. But even in this scenario, there were so many different hierarchies at play. You have featureism. I honestly do believe she is a colorist, internalized colorist. Ethnocentrism, like, oh, you're Sudanese, I'm Ghanaian and Nigerian. We're not refugees. And I could be reading the whole shit wrong, but I doubt it. And the main point of this video is that I can't take them seriously. And by them, I mean the unambiguous black community, because they're not even trying to not be bigots themselves or not harm each other. So if the rules apply, they apply to unambiguous black people as well. Stop throwing in isms and bigotry.